It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. And coming up in just a bit, tip-off will be live from Oakland as the Warriors go up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. And for Oklahoma City, they are putting together an impressive stretch of basketball. Only one loss in their last 8 games. We'll see if that continues tonight. Some teams fast out of the gate, others not so lucky. Kenny, for the teams that have started slowly, how do they turn the tide?
You know what? About a week ago, I was talking to a friend of mine about this, and I was like, when that happens, you can't panic. The season's just begun. Identify the real problems before you start tinkering on things.
Sometimes a lineup change can help. Things may just have to work themselves out, though.
Time now for tip-off. We get it to Kevin Harlan. He's got the call.
The Warriors have a Western Conference contest on their hands as they prepare to defend home court here at the Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. This game marks the end of a road trip for Oklahoma City. They're looking to snag one here before heading back home. It has not been a dramatic change this season to the performance last year in terms of the record, guys. Every game, though, a chance to get better as a team.
Yeah, and you know, both sides may downplay it, but these rivalry matchups bring about a level of emotion that you generally don't get.
All right, guys play harder, Greg. They play with a bit more passion. This is what we love to see.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Inside pairing is Grant and Adams. Westbrook and Robertson, the backcourt. And it's George in at the 3. Grant finds Westbrook. Here's Adams. The kick out to Westbrook. Shot clock at 5. He feeds it to Adams. He can't get that one. Here's the Warriors with the ball. Durant, the pass to Green. And Thompson gets it to go in on the assist by Green. Thompson's got the opening field goal of the game for the Warriors. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a win against the Spurs in San Antonio.
And guys, Cousins blindsided fans and players alike by going to Golden State this past offseason. Cousins knew he'd have to take a prove-it type deal when he entered free agency after that Achilles tear. The deal with the Warriors was put together and finalized fast, and kudos to the Warriors front office for striking when the iron was hot.
Here's George following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Here's Adams, second chance shot. He can't get that one to fall. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. And on our sideline, our reporter David Aldridge.
Well, I talked with head coach Steve Kerr, who wants to win his second game of the season against this team, and the key, he said, is about limiting drives and penetration. He added, we can't allow them to play to their strengths, finishing around the rim. So it's important for us to own the paint. We'll see who wins that battle, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. The Thunder have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. And the rejection by Cousins. And Thompson kicks to Durant. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
I tell you, very few players are as smooth and as easy as Kevin Durant is on the move. He just glides around the floor.
Now here's Westbrook. 17 points for him last game against the Kings in Sacramento.
His passing definitely came into play as well, Kev. He was very unselfish, really kept the ball moving.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Thompson looking for an opening. It's Curry outside. The rebound by Paul George. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
No other way to put it. The defense was awful, completely uninspired at that end of the floor.
Well, completely agree. I thought their defensive effort was awful. But the reality is, Greg, you can't turn it over that many times and expect to win.
And the dunk by Grant.
Well, just incredible instincts from Russell Westbrook. How about that pass? On time, on target, make it easy.
The pass to Cousins. Back to Curry. And Grant sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. Here's Durant. And that one's on target from the wing. Durant's got his second bucket of the night. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Westbrook finds George. Grant outside. Passes it to Adams. Here's Robertson. He's guarded by Cousins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Adams. Bank shot. No good. The Warriors have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Thompson outside. Hits it from three-point range. Thompson's got 5.
Well, Klay Thompson's simply one of the best to do it in the NBA right now when it's a catch-and-shoot situation.
Here's Westbrook. Adams right side. Robertson dishes to Westbrook. Curry with some nice D.
Boy, the defense gets into his head and alters his release when he really doesn't have to.
And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Taking a look at Golden State, they're playing really well, moving up now to the top spot in our rankings.
And right now, the Thunder, they've come out the gate strong. They have a roster that can continue to improve. So reasons for optimism abound here with this team.
I think you always have to be looking for the man in the middle, and he finds him with a great feed that time.
The Warriors leading. Pass to Green. Thompson outside. Golden State moving it around. Low block shot. Cousins, no good. Oklahoma City shooting 33% here in the first quarter.
When you think about Billy Donovan, to me, he's a guy who values trust and building relationships with players. This guy is not a dictator. He wants to help players grow and develop, and that helps you win.
Knocked away. Robertson, the pass to Grant. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Well, you love to see the physical advantages being put to use by Jeremy Grant, just so long on the interior.
And for Coach Billy Donovan, the process of developing NBA players, Doris, has to be different than it was in college.
Oh, no doubt. At the pro level, many guys are making more money than you are. A lot of them have families. They've already grown into themselves. But to me, he still emphasizes the fact that great relationships with your players is important.
And Grant, no good on that one.
Well, I like how Jeremy Grant continues to work on his game. The jumper is coming along, and he remains an exceptional defensive player.
Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a win against the San Antonio Spurs. Outside Westbrook. George, that's a two-pointer. That one doesn't go. Great D that time from Durant.
Well, there's no consistency from the field in this quarter. We'll see if he can get his shot going.
Here's Robertson. The Thunder with another miss. Golden State's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. He had a nice open look right there. 8 points for Klay Thompson.
And they are going toe-to-toe here tonight, guys. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
It really is, Greg. These squads are evenly matched. They are going at it right now.
Now, here's Westbrook. Right now, checking his stats, he's averaging over 23 points a game. 5 on the clock. Got a piece of it. Robertson finds Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Steven Adams will leave no doubt when he's near the cup.
Golden State's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Outside, Green. On the wing, Thompson. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 11 points for Klay Thompson.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
And first timer of the game called for Oklahoma City. A lot of guys can take over a game, Doris, at a moment's notice. A snap of your finger. In your mind, who goes that quickly into that zone and takes over like that?
I'll tell you this. The guy who comes first to my mind is Klay Thompson. I mean, what we've seen this guy achieve in a 12-minute quarter and the speed with which the ball from the touch of his fingertips to the release is incredible. Damian Lillard, another guy, doesn't get it off quite as fast as Klay, but can put 20-30 in a quarter in a heartbeat. Guys like Kyrie Irving, Russell Westbrook, when they start cooking, boy, you better step out that kitchen because you're going to be in trouble, Kevin.
You are. Well said. And here is Felton after the three-pointer from Klay Thompson.
Well, simply put it in the vicinity of Steven Adams, and his great hands makes that dunk look easy.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now here's Green. He had 16 points in the win against San Antonio.
And he also made his presence felt on the defensive side as well. 3 block shots were registered in that game.
Now Felton following Durant's three-point attempt. Schroeder outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, Dennis Schroeder showed he can handle high usage in an offense. Was the first option for the Hawks this past season. Even with defenses keyed in on him, he was able to average right around 20 points.
Good from Schroeder. And with Schroeder, he said he learned how to deal with all that extra defensive attention.
And being able to stay productive when dealing with the best opposing defender goes a long way in the NBA. Schroeder also managed to cut down on his turnovers while taking on more of a playmaker role. Strong year for him offensively, and I wouldn't be surprised if he continues to grow as a player.
Here is Cook. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Thompson misses. The Thunder with the lead. Here's George. Warriors with the rebound. Cousins has got his 5th rebound in this one.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Here is Cook, defended by George. And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Thompson. Cousins against Adams. And they double up Cousins. Iguodala. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Schroeder kicks to Adams. Iguodala against George. Knocks it loose, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Iguodala.
And a moment now to check out some of the numbers for Schroeder. He's putting up about 14 points a night, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And when he takes over at the point, he really keeps the offense flowing.
Well, this is a guy who brings a solid skill set. Excellent ball handler, high level of playmaking, the perfect backup point.
Here is Cook. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And Sean Livingston, one of the most unique players in the league, Greg.
6'7" point guard who excels hitting turnaround jumpers in the post. A bouncy finisher around the rim, a versatile defender, and really a cagey playmaker. No one else like him in our league.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
Well, think about Sean Livingston. He seemed to be ahead of the curve from day one. Here's a man who could walk at 7 months, or maybe I should say baby who could walk at 7 months. He was reading by the age of 3, playing basketball by the age of 6, kind of a prodigy, guys.
So he gets them both. And you look at Livingston in high school, 5-star recruit, and already a fan favorite because of the way he played.
Well, Sean Livingston is an unbelievable passer. He's got great court sense. He's a perfect leadership presence in the locker room. And think about his story, the gruesome injury that certainly took a toll on his career, but the ability to fight back and make yourself an integral part of a team that has now won multiple championships. You talk about great talent, but even tougher mentality.
And it's Cook missing.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Here's Adams. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. 6 points for Steven Adams.
This is Steven Adams at his absolute best. This guy is a high percentage shooter because he understands how to use his frame.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Adams. And Diallo subbed in for George. Iguodala kicks to Jerebko. Poked loose. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. To take a look at the Warriors. A terrific position for them as they hold up that illustrious top spot, but it's a long season, as we all know. And, of course, Oklahoma City, 7 games back.
And when I look at Oklahoma City, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
Yeah, even so, though, I'm sure they're not satisfied just being near the top of the standings. They're going to be looking to make a major push as the season winds down.
4 on the shot clock. It's deflected. The Warriors have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. The first free throw is good.
When you think about the 2 consecutive first-round playoff exits for the Oklahoma City Thunder, this is a franchise that had made it to the conference finals in 4 out of the previous 6 seasons. So not the kind of deep run they're accustomed to.
Doris, when you talk about coaching, aside from wins and losses, how can you gauge if a coach is doing a good job?
Well, you make a great point, Kevin, because if an organization is in a rebuild situation, then winning is almost impossible because you're outgunned and outmanned every single night. So to evaluate those coaches, here are the things I would look at. 1, are you maximizing the talent at your disposal? Are your player development skills at such a degree that you're seeing incremental improvement from the guys on your roster? And then ultimately, Kevin, are guys playing hard? Are they competitive every night? Even if the wins don't necessarily show in the box score and at the end of the, the regular season, the reality is, are you playing hard? Are you competitive?
Patterson, that's good.
Well, we know that Patrick Patterson can step away and be a force as a face-up guy, but still plenty dangerous inside.
Iguodala kicks to Bell. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Here is Cook. He's guarded by Schroeder. Tries from 10. Here's Bell. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Schroeder looking around. Three-pointer. The shot comes out, and Golden State will come the other way. Last time they met was right here, and they came out with the win.
Yeah, and they really squeaked out a close one in that last matchup. Came down to just a few turnovers that gave them the margin of victory.
Now here's Iguodala. Here's Cook. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Now it's a 5-point Warrior lead. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Dishes it to Patterson. Over Bell. That one off the back iron and out. Klay Thompson has been leading the charge for the Golden State Warriors. And it was from three-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. And we'll be right back after this. The Warriors, an elite team, obviously. Steph Curry talked about the challenge of being the hunted.
We're a marked team now, so every game we play is going to be, the game. And I like that challenge because it's going to bring the best out of us. If we're not 100% locked in and focused every night, we'll get exposed. But on the other hand, when we are locked in and ready to play every single night, we'll get every team's best shot, and hopefully we'll still come out on top, and that'll be a good feeling. So I'm cool with it.
Yep, they welcome the challenge.
And that's where you want to be. They wouldn't have it any other way.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Protecting that rim early on, that's been a big factor for them tonight.
I'll tell you, rejection after rejection. The other team having a tough time scoring.
So for Oklahoma City right now, Patrick Patterson is out there with Nerlens Noel. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Felton. And it's Diallo in at the 3. And Patterson drops them both.
You know, Kev, I remember when Patrick Patterson was coming out of high school. Major recruiting battle. Every school seemed to want this guy. Duke, Florida, you name it. But the Kentucky Wildcats win again.
Here is Cook. Iguodala outside. Over in the corner, Livingston. Off the left rim and out. Thunder trailing by 3. Feeds it to Noel. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 3 assists now in this one. Warriors shooting around 41% on the night. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Draymond Green is a former Defensive Player of the Year, and he remembers his motivation. They said I fell in the draft because what position would I guard? I'll never forget that. I'm comfortable guarding any position. When I'm playing against big guys, I battle even harder. You have to prove a point. I won't be a pushover. Kevin?
Yeah, he never backs down. Thanks, David. Livingston kicks to Bell. Pass to Cook. The pass to Livingston. Shoots over Schroeder. Livingston, no luck. Oklahoma City shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Here's Noel. The feed to Felton. Passes to Diallo. Over Iguodala. Diallo no good. The Warriors have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Iguodala dishes to Uretko.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Oklahoma City trailing. Schroeder with the ball. He's coming off a 10-point game against Sacramento. Diallo, and count it from 19 feet away. Diallo's got his first points in this one. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And stolen by Patterson. Now here's Schroeder. Defense right on him, and he gets it back. Outside Felton. Pass to Diallo. And that one goes long.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
How about Iguodala skying for the throwdown? A little throwback dunk from Andre. Go ahead.
Here's Schroeder. The Warriors making the shot. To the wing right side. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Warriors have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Iguodala, the pass to Cook. Shoots over Schroeder and misses it off the right side of the rim. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. From 13, the Warriors pull it in.
Well, can't find the target, but good work to get into open space inside the arc.
And Greg, certainly the knock on Dennis Schroeder is playing the defensive end.
Nobody questions how effective he is on offense. I just think he has a tendency to take a few too many plays off and too many chances on defense. If he wants to be viewed as a top point guard in this league, he'll need to show some consistency on the defensive end.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, back-to-back titles for the Golden State Warriors since the arrival of Kevin Durant. You think about the Western Conference Finals a year ago, the Rockets gave them a run for their money, but no one able to impede the progress of this championship procession.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And through last season, the Warriors boasting the most wins of any team, Doris, over a 5-year span in NBA history.
They are simply shattering records for wins left and right, and if they keep this core together, there's no sign that this is going to slow down anytime soon.
Now here's Durant. He's coming off a 37-point game against the Spurs in San Antonio.
He is just a monster on the boards, and with those soft hands Cousins has, he's going to turn those offensive rebounds into putbacks almost every time.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for the Thunder. Paul George comes in for Raymond Felton. Pass to Westbrook. Curry with the steal, and here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop, and it's Thompson with the jam.
Well, that basket began with Steph Curry's defense. He's thinking one step ahead, creates the steal, and triggers the break.
Warriors leading by 5. Cousins finds Green. Curry wide open. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 6 rebounds here tonight. It's stolen by Green. Westbrook against Curry. And there's the pass to Durant. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists tonight. Westbrook against Curry. Passes it to Robertson. Grant outside. Back to Robertson. Thompson against Westbrook. 5 to shoot. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Robertson can't hit. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. He kicks to Curry. To the inside, Thompson. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Thompson's got 15.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
How about Steph Curry, guys? You look at the superstar beginnings. Think about he was born in Akron, Ohio, the same city as, of course, the great LeBron James. In fact, born in the same hospital, just 39 months apart. Something in the water over there, guys.
Let's go to the 2K leaderboard and see which teams have been the NBA's best in the rebounding department. Second, the Thunder.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
Thunder trailing by 10. Outside Westbrook. Pass to George. Inside, and Adams with the slam.
Paul George will force you to stay balanced defensively, because if you have a miscue, he will find the open guy.
Warriors leading by 8. Curry kicks to Green. He dishes it to Thompson. Pass to Durant. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 9 points for Kevin Durant.
Listen, he's been a key component of their offense tonight, efficient and effective.
Curry against Westbrook. He feeds it to George. Stolen by Durant. Here's Thompson. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Inside, it's tipped. Westbrook kicks to Robertson. Back to Westbrook. Left side Adams. And here's George for 3. Cousins pulls it in. Cousins has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control. Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
There's the pass to Westbrook. Unable to get that one. Nice D from Cousins.
I'll tell you, he hasn't been able to find the mark all night. It's a big reason they're staring at this deficit.
And he recovers it and gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line.
And everyone knows when Cousins controls his emotions, he's one of the very best centers in the game.
The Warriors shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one.
And of course, we know about DeMarcus Cousins last season and the torn Achilles. I'm just glad to see him back out on the floor and fully recovered. He's put in a lot of work in terms of rehab to make sure that he could get back to doing what he does best.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
You must respect the strength of Russell Westbrook. Boy, even when you foul him, he can still finish.
And with Cousins and that injury, never an easy one to come back from.
Yeah, it's true. But fortunately, Cousins has the kind of skill set that he's going to be effective no matter when he's on the floor. And great outside shot, the footwork, very smooth in terms of ball handling for that position. And most of the players who aren't the same after an Achilles tear don't have the same skill set that Cousins possesses. That's why I think he'll be fine once he recovers from this injury.
That's good from Westbrook.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Curry dishes to Thompson. Green, the pass to Thompson. Six on the shot clock. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by George.
He started the game scorching the Nets from deep. 3 triples in the first period, but none here in the second.
Fires from the line and all around the rim that time before dropping in. George has got his 2nd bucket tonight.
There's a rhythm with which Paul George plays the game of basketball. That pace is so important.
Green finds Durant. To the inside, Thompson draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Boy, Thompson keeps his composure through the contact. If you're going to foul him, it better be done right, because you don't want to give him this and one.
Yeah, Klay Thompson, such a perfect fit on the Warriors. A versatile defender, can score playing off the ball, and just plays the game the right way.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That free throw good from Thompson. And is there any doubt Klay Thompson could go to another team and average 30 points a game as the main offensive weapon?
Yeah, but, you know, he's not an attention seeker, and that's just not his personality. He knows it's more fun to play for a winner.
And clearly, Billy Donovan wants to talk it over.
And his guys are getting frustrated. Coach just really kind of needs to calm them down.
I think, Greg, they've got to continue to believe that the next shot is going to go in. He can hopefully communicate that effectively to them.
Westbrook against Curry. Here's Grant, and it's in there. Grant's got 6 points.
Terrific focus from Jeremy Grant. This guy understands how to take contact and fight through it.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And there's the foul. That's on Steven Adams. That's his third foul of the game. And Durant gets double teamed. Cousins, no one around him. Off target from outside. Thunder trailing by 11. To the middle, shoots it up. Here's Grant. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. George against Durant. And Cousins kicks to Green. Golden State moving it around. Passes it to Cousins. Durant with it. Just 5 on the clock. Jacks up a 3. That's his 4th miss. He's made 5 of 9. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. George, no good.
Well, the defense trying to get out on him, but he's left with the open shot. He's got to make that one. You know, what you love about Kevin Durant is he has established himself as a top 2 player in the NBA. But the reality is he's never forgotten where he's come from. His charity work, his commitment to the communities and to the places that have shaped him. It's really kind of cool, Kevin.
Now here's Westbrook. 7 points in the game. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Westbrook's got 5 points now this quarter.
This guy's so skilled at navigating to the interior, and when Russell Westbrook is that close, he's going to score.
Curry kicks to Durant. Over in the corner, Green cans it from downtown. Green's got himself on the board with 3 there. And in 2013, there was a series of commercials calling Durant the nicest guy in the NBA.
Well, let's remember, Kevin, at that time he was a beloved figure in Oklahoma City. He remains tight with a number of staff members there just because of the kind of person and the kind of professional he was. What you love about Kevin Durant is he's a top 2 player in the NBA. But in terms of his charity work, he is right there as well.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Pass to Cousins. A minute 20 left to play in the first half. The rebound by Grant. Thunder trailing by 12. It's stolen by Green. Golden State's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Inside. No good from Cousins.
And so far this quarter, he's been a little off on his game.
Yeah, scoring isn't coming naturally to him right now. Looking a little bit uncomfortable out there.
Kicks it to Curry. 36 seconds left here in the second. Cousins dishes to Green. And Grant sends it back.
Well, twice on the pipes, Jeremy Grant says no, sir. Now, really found his stroke here in the second quarter after missing everything in the first.
Puts it up. Hits the front of the rim and out. Warriors leading by 14. Here's Curry with the three. Thunder with the rebound. George has got his fourth rebound in this one. Here's the lob to Adams. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
I'll tell you, Adams becoming more and more of a target on the offensive end. Superb at sinking shots close to the rim because of his size.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
I'll tell you, you've got to admire the energy. This guy really wants to put this one away.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Draymond Green. Draymond, big front court on the other team. Was the game plan to make them adjust to you?
Absolutely. We know their size. That's what they were going to bank on. Pull them away from the rim a little bit. We were able to knock some shots down.
You look comfortable, and they did not. Thanks a lot, Draymond. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Good to have you back. Ernie Johnson with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Klay Thompson brought his A game early tonight. He had 20 points and 2 assists. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
I love how they opened the game up. They pushed the ball up court at every opportunity, and they put the defense on their heels. But it wasn't just a track meet. It was a well-thought-out strategy that the coaches had way beforehand. We'll see what adjustments get made to try to stop their transition game in the second half.
And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Thunder.
They relied way too heavily on the three-point shot in the first half. Their long-range game was off. That's my off sound, Ernie. They were off. But they still settle for the outside shots. They got to put more pressure on the defense by pounding it inside and attacking the basket.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks
Goodbye,
for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
Welcome back to the Bay Area, everyone, as we take a peek at Coit Tower with the skyline of gorgeous San Francisco just behind. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
And they haven't needed a lot of shots to get their points. Just tremendous efficiency here in the first half.
I think you can look to specifically the patience and the shot creation. Really solid effort.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Down low, it's Green and Cousins. Thompson and Durant, the deadly shooting wing pair. And it's Curry in at the 1. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Now here's Westbrook, following the miss by Draymond Green. Westbrook surveying the D. Shot clock at 5. That one doesn't drop. Curry with the defensive effort.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Boy, they leave an area of the floor totally unprotected, and he lets it go to waste.
Now, here is George. And Durant sends it back.
Boy, the long arms of Kevin Durant twice on the pipes.
Green, the pass to Curry. To the inside. Cousins finds Green. High, arcing shot.
Well, an 0 for 3 start to the second half. They're going to have to start tightening things up on the offensive end.
Well, looking at this Warriors team, some say the best offensive team in NBA history. Doris, would you agree?
I don't necessarily love comparing over eras. What I would say is they've got one of the best pure scorers ever in Kevin Durant, 2 all-time great shooters in Clay and Steph, and then Draymond Green, one of the best playmaking bigs we've ever seen. I'll tell you, they'd compete with just about anybody.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Well, there's no doubt this guy's on a hot streak right now. That's why he keeps getting the ball in this one. They're like, hey, we're going to feed the hot hand.
Here's Robertson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Westbrook kicks to Grant. Shoots the 3, and it's Westbrook. That time on the assist by Grant.
Boy, that was a much-needed bucket in the second half. They're now 1 for 5.
Curry passes to Cousins. Back to Curry. Outside Durant. On the wing, Thompson. 22 points for him, and that one good.
I'll tell you guys, the explosiveness. Once Klay Thompson finds his rhythm, look out.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
When you think about the Oklahoma City Thunder, you have to start and end the conversation with the historic regular seasons put on by Russell Westbrook. The one thing you have to wonder, has he taken them as far as he can?
And some great passing here so far. Let's check out this chart that breaks down where the assists have been coming from for the Thunder.
This backcourt is really shouldering the load in terms of the ball movement and great assists. When you look at the overall contributions compared to the bigs, nice work on distributing the ball.
And if you're building a team around Westbrook on paper, Doris, how do you do it?
Well, he's a player, obviously, who needs the basketball in his hands. And if you look at a team like the Rockets, where James Harden is complemented by shooters and a rim runner, you wonder if that's the blueprint for somebody like Russell Westbrook.
Cousins, Adams, some nice D. And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Trailing by 13. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. And that game will kick off a 4-game homestand. The Warriors have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, since the rise of the Warriors, we've seen a fair amount of soul-searching by the league's other contenders. There is incredible pressure to shake things up. Now, sometimes it can elevate a team, but we have often seen it also can tear a team apart.
It can be fragile for sure. David, thank you so much. And the Warriors with possession here, following the score by Oklahoma City.
My goodness, the pure shooting stroke of Steph Curry. It's the envy of every NBA player.
Robertson kicks to Westbrook. Shoots over Curry. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to 10 on the bucket from Russell Westbrook.
Well, this is a guy who understands his role in their offense, right? And they know exactly how to use him.
On the wing, Green. Lobbed up there for Durant. Stolen by George. Here's Robertson. The dish to Westbrook. The shot, no good. Good D by Thompson. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. George with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. George, no good. Warriors leading by 10. Here's Thompson. An easy 2 points on the layup. Thompson's got 26.
Well, you've got to identify Klay Thompson early. In transition, he's so dangerous.
Westbrook kicks to Robertson, right wing. Here's Grant. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen,
timeout.
and then gets the basket.
And the Warriors decide to take their first timeout here. Andre Robertson played power forward, Doris, at Colorado. He has slid all the way down to shooting guard in the NBA.
Well, I like that you use the word guarding, because that is why Andre Robertson is in the NBA. He is an elite defensive player. He can guard across multiple positions. And you think about who he's matching up with on a night-by-night basis. Whether it's ones, twos, or threes, this is one of the more disruptive defenders we have ever seen.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Patterson, he's checked in for Grant. Diallo comes in for Robertson. That's Felton in for Russell Westbrook. Jerebko kicks to Iguodala. Lock at 6. Livingston dishes to Bell. And the shot no good, a bit short. Thunder trailing by 10. To the paint. Nice move. And the nice bucket inside from Patterson. Patterson's got 9 points.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Knocked loose. George against Iguodala. And Felton with the basket on the assist by George.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Warriors leading by 6. Cook kicks to Bell. Back to Cook. Feeds to Bell. It's good. Bell's got his second basket of the night.
I'll tell you, nothing like having excellent interior position and the athleticism to finish. Jordan Bell, step to the mic, sir.
Here's George. And the layup's good off the glass.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Iguodala kicks to Livingston. Here's Iguodala. He's got 6. Six to shoot. Pass to Jerebko. Now here's Livingston. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Now here's Felton. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Here's Diallo. To the left side wing. Back to Adams. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Cook looking it over. Iguodala kicks to Cook. The pass to Bell. No good. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Iguodala against George. Down low. It's stolen by Jerebko. Here is Cook. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. He kicks it to Iguodala. Passes to Livingston, and it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. And a quick look at how the Oklahoma City Thunder's schedule is shaping up. On Friday, they'll head home to take on the Charlotte Hornets. And then on Saturday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Well, I mean, he needs to talk to his guys. The interior defense has been horrific.
Absolutely no rim protection whatsoever. At this point, the other team is walking all over them on the inside.
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Golden State. And then for Oklahoma City, Nerlens Noel checks in for Steven Adams. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Diallo. Here's Felton. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Now, Felton not afraid of the paint. Let's make no mistake. Attacks relentlessly and scoring because he's fearless.
One shot.
And free throw good from Felton.
You know, Raymond Felton comes out of North Carolina. He's the 5th overall pick back in 2005. It's incredible to me that this is his 14th season. The first 9 he started, I don't know that people realize that.
Now here's Iguodala. He has 6. Over in the corner, Cousins. Just 5 on the clock. Trying to get something going, and he gets the jumper to drop. Cousins has got 10 points in the game.
And Cousins imposing inside, but let's face it, he can score from anywhere.
Doris, talk about what's kept Felton around this long.
You know what, Kevin? For every organization that Raymond Felton has ever played on, the head coach loves him. And why is that? Well, one, he understands how to run a team from the point guard position. He's a low mistake player that takes great care of the basketball. He's willing to mentor younger players. I would sort of liken him to that game manager quarterback, somebody who you know what you're going to get on a night-by-night basis. And there is huge value to NBA head coaches when you get that.
And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That's his first foul. And the Warriors making a change here. Thompson's checked in. It's George on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. For the lead. Warriors with the rebound. It's tipped. Paul George with the steal. The finish, and George with the stuff.
Well, the length of Paul George creating opportunities for his team. He covers an awful lot of ground with that wingspan.
And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up for Golden State. It's a 1-point game. They get a hand on it. Golden State's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Here's Cousins, and there's the feed to Uretka. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Patrick Patterson. Stephen Curry's checked in for the Warriors. The Warriors have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
That's good from Uretka.
You know, in this era of the Golden State Warriors, it's easy to forget the lean years. Prior to this 6-year run, guys, the last time they had made it to the playoffs 4 consecutive seasons, 1952.
Now, here's Felton. He has 7. Shot clock at 6. Here's George. It's rebounded by Golden State. Cousins has got his 16th rebound on the night. Iguodala. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Cousins has got 3 assists in the game. Thunder trailing by 4. And Doris, the Warriors' 6-year playoff run tying their record set in the first 6 years of the franchise's existence.
That's when they were playing back in Philadelphia. And just to give you a little more context, only 3 of those seasons did they have a winning record. Make no mistake, this is the golden era of Warriors basketball. Boy, certain guys, it's just a rough season, right? For Nerlens Noel last year, that was the case. Couldn't get any consistent playing time. And after looking to be finally on the rise, he takes a step back in his development. It's got to be tough.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Grant's checked in.
One shot.
And with Noel, it's hard as he turned down a big money long-term deal.
It's always the chance you take, right? If you bet on yourself. And the skill set there for Nerlens Noel, this guy is definitely a great defender. He's just seeking the right opportunity.
Now, here's Grant. After the miss from Klay Thompson.
Boy, the suffocating defense of Andre Iguodala is so important to his team. Really good job timing the shot there.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for Uretka. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Russell Westbrook's checked in for Raymond Felton. Westbrook against Thompson. Westbrook kicks to George. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And Paul George, a terrific two-way player, an all-star, an all-NBA performer, and multiple all-defense selections.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
2 shots.
He's off on the first.
I don't know if it's underplayed, but there's an all-around aspect to what Paul George does on a night-by-night basis. This guy is an elite two-way player.
And he sinks the second.
Listen, there's no doubt he feels like they should have the lead, but that miss will keep it all tied up.
Schroeder against Curry. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. 5 to shoot for 3. And there's DeMarcus Cousins on the assist by Curry. Curry's got 6 assists here tonight.
Well, the IQ is just off the charts for Steph Curry. He senses when the defense has left someone open, and I guarantee you he will put it on time and on target.
Now here's Schroeder. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Schroeder's got his second bucket tonight. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Warriors lead by 1. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So for Oklahoma City right now, the 4 and the 5 are Grant and Noel. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Robertson in at the small forward. Nobody near Schroeder. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And Thompson kicks to Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists tonight.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Schroeder against Curry. Schroeder outside, stolen by Thompson. Oh, here comes Curry all alone. Finished off the break. And it's a 6-point Warrior lead.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
It's Westbrook with the drive, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Defender in his grill, and Russell says, let me shake you off, sir. I've got to score this.
And Russell Westbrook, he is a standard bearer for the Jordan brand with his own signature shoe, Greg. Few players have ever been as competitive as Michael Jordan, but you think Westbrook may be in that conversation?
No doubt about it. The similarities don't end there. The surreal athleticism, the will to dominate, and that fight, finding grudges to motivate them to their highest level. I think there's a kinship in how MJ and Russ approach the game.
Free throw good, Westbrook.
You know what I admire about Russell Westbrook? Were there weaknesses to his game when he came in? No question about it. But his work habits, his desire to excel and improve have turned those weaknesses into strengths. Truly extraordinary.
Good on the three-point shot. And it's 29 points for Klay Thompson.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Pass to Robertson. And here is Grant. He tries for three. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul. Schroeder up top, guarded by Curry. Schroeder finds Westbrook.
Listen, we know Klay Thompson prides himself on being an exceptional defender. And guess what? He has the length and athleticism to do just that.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Outside Westbrook. Back to Schroeder. It's stolen by Curry. Now the Warriors moving it up. Cousins with the ball. Nice shot by Thompson.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They trail by 11. Dishes to Grant. To the wing on the left. 6 to shoot. They need this, and it's finished off by Schroeder as he lays it in.
I'll tell you, Kev, they wouldn't object if all their looks were that close.
Warriors leading by 9. Now Curry. Outside, Green. He feeds it to Cousins. And the rejection by Noel.
This is a staple of his game. Nerlens Noel sends it back.
And sometimes when you want something done, you got to do it yourself. That dunks the shot in the arm they need to really cut into that lead.
Well, Greg, it certainly got everybody on their bench up and off their seats and cheering.
Throwing it down that emphatically energizes the whole team, and that can be a huge shift in momentum.
And he gets the bucket.
Boy, you have to respect how aggressive Draymond Green is. If he's got the ball in his hands, he's ready to fire.
Thunder trailing by 9. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Curry against Schroeder. He dishes it to Westbrook. Misses the three.
Nice timing to get up on that shot.
Boy, you can't ask for better defense, Greg. Excellent work getting right into the grill of the shooter.
Sinks the triple.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Feeds it to Grant. It's stolen by Curry. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Here's Durant. The offensive rebound. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Westbrook.
You get the sense that Russell Westbrook relishes contact. He is so physically strong.
Curry against Schroeder. Curry kicks to Thompson. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Thompson's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Warriors.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Schroeder against Curry. Grant gets a wide open look. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Green, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Oklahoma City called for the foul.
And Draymond Green, an extremely vocal leader. He's in his teammates' ears, always trying to keep them on edge. Also in his opponent's ears as well. And then there's the officials. He tends to like to get in their ears as well.
Free throw good, Green. And Draymond Green, Greg, has been among the league leader in technicals. If you're one of his teammates or his coach, do you try to get him to dial it back?
You know, his greatest strength can probably also be his greatest weakness. That fire and motivation, really second to none. But I'd be careful not to hamper that enthusiasm.
And 6'7" swingman Andre Robertson out of the University of Colorado, one of the league's premier defensive specialists.
And Kevin, there's a reason he started for most of his career, and it has nothing to do with his shooting.
Now returning from that ruptured patella tendon, will he regain that elite defensive form? Only time will tell.
Thompson takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. Thompson's got 16 here in the second half. Thunder trailing by 14. In the corner, George with it. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Now here's Durant. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on George.
Boy, KD's so good with that up fake. He knows once he's got his man in the air, all he's got to do is jump into him and create the foul shots.
Two shots.
And he makes the first. The Thunder went into free agency with a lot of question marks, but ended having a big summer.
Able to retain Paul George, and that was the first and largest key. Getting a player like Noel for cheap was also a big help for this group. The Thunder were at a fork in the road last season, but this team now as dangerous as ever.
Durant hits them both.
What you love about Kevin Durant is he's an MVP level candidate every year, and yet there's a hunger and a thirst to get better at basketball. This is so fun to watch.
Now here's Schroeder. And the miss, not the best shot selection there.
Nice timing to get up on that shot.
Boy, you can't ask for better defense, Greg. Excellent work getting right into the grill of the shooter.
An excellent play and coming at the right time as well, guys. They need to string together some defensive and offensive possessions like that.
Here's Curry. The Thunder making the shot. And Adams sends it back.
Well, so good at anticipating when shots are going to go up. Steven Adams, terrific protecting the basket.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. At one point, they led by 16. It's stolen by Adams. Outside for George. And it's Schroeder in the corner. And a miss there on the triple.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And George with the stuff.
I'll tell you, there's little you can do to stop Paul George when he's got his game going. He has the lane to the rim, and you know he's going to finish.
Timeout called the Warriors. Paul George is so versatile, Doris. He could play in any system, don't you think?
Oh, I completely concur, Kevin. This is a man who can create offense with the ball in his hands. In a secondary role, we know he can be a knockdown shooter, and we're talking about an elite NBA defender. So any team in the league could use a player like PG.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Klay Thompson.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch the message Steve Kerr gave to his team. He was very adamant in the huddle. He said, don't let up now. Stay aggressive and do the things that have gotten us this far. We're almost there, guys.
Here's Schroeder following the basket by DeMarcus Cousins. Schroeder kicks to George. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. 5 on the clock. Here's Adams. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Steven Adams came into this league at 19 already a physical specimen and has only gotten stronger. Just a bruising presence down low.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Blue shots.
They throw good, Adams. And plenty of bumping and elbowing inside as ever. Steven Adams strong enough, though, to come out on top of that battle.
Yeah, not shy at all about contact. Grew up the youngest of 18 children. He had to hit above his weight for over a decade. Now he's got the upper hand.
Well, you think to Steven Adams, and coming out of New Zealand, playing about 1 year at the University of Pittsburgh, now in his 5th season as a starter for the Thunder. And what a pivotal guy he's become for this franchise. Well, the struggles from the field continue for this guy. The way it's going, he shouldn't be more than a secondary option for them at this point.
It's good on the putback.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And here's Thompson. Kicks it to Green. Back to Thompson. Outside Curry. Off target from outside. And Steven Adams drafted by OKC with the 12th pick in 2013. That draft pick, a centerpiece of the James Harden trade.
And that trade will go down as one of the great conversation pieces of all time, whether or not you should have moved James Harden. But the reality is, where Adams is concerned, they got a two-way big man with incredible athleticism, unbelievable physical strength, and an evolving offensive game. So this is one piece of the trade that you have made great use of.
Russell Westbrook's check in for Dennis Schroeder. And so Thompson nails both of them.
Well, to me, Klay Thompson has proven to be one of the best players in the game. This guy is an incredible sniper from long range and defends at a very high level.
Here's Cousins. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 10 assists here tonight. So active.
That's how it's done, gentlemen. You don't pass to a player, you pass to a spot. Let your teammate run into it.
Now here's Westbrook, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Thompson.
Well, Steven Adams is as strong a player as there is in the NBA. Draws the contact there.
He hits the second from the line. Warriors leading by 8. It's Durant on the wing. From 13, and it's Golden State with another.
Boy, this guy has been transcendent this quarter. Something really lit a fire underneath this guy.
And the layup's good off the glass.
And I tell you what, if he's going to be a factor here down the stretch, he is going to have to make some shots. Just 1 of 5 here in the quarter.
First one falls for him.
What I love about Stephen Curry is the pure joy he gets from playing the game of basketball. He will put everything on the line every single night he's on the floor. Boy, he's just been so consistent, right? I mean, every time he's gotten to the stripe, he's delivered. This is great stuff.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a non-stop parade to the foul line.
Here's Robertson. He's covered by Thompson. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. He hits both from the stripe. Curry with it. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Pass to Cousins. With the fadeaway. And the bank shot is good. Cousins has got 11 in the second half.
Can't forget about the mid-range, Jay. Cousins rising up with confidence from there.
Westbrook passes to Robertson. Adams outside. From deep, George. Cousins pulls it in. And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. Good on both. Greg, you look at the lineup for the reigning champs. When healthy, this team starts 5 all-star players at every position.
And even with Boogie coming back from a devastating injury, this team is scary. People immediately called it the best team ever assembled. Credit the front office, but the Warriors players still have to prove they are the best ever on the floor this season.
Well, their superb shot selection right now with Paul George. He's aggressive, but he's still playing within the offense.
Here's Thompson. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Thompson's got 40 points.
I tell you what, his accuracy has been the story of this game.
No doubt. I mean, he's doing his best to guide his team to victory. Superb job shooting the ball in this final period.
Yeah, easy call.
That free throw missing. And he does get the second one, and that brings them to within 10.
Listen, it's only one miss, but it hurts all the same as they try to cut into this lead.
And Green slams it in.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Warriors.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Klay Thompson.
Well, guys, this guy has been a handful all night long. His scoring really propelled them, and no matter what the matchup was or what the scheme they tried to use, they could not keep this guy in check.
Now, here's Green, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Curry kicks to Cousins. Goes up on the wing. The rebound by Grant. And so Grant will bring it up for Oklahoma City. It's a 14-point game. And here's George for 3. Drills the three-pointer.
Well, we knew that Paul George was a long-limbed, exceptional defender coming out of Fresno. His offense, though, has been impressive from the time he has stepped between the lines on the NBA level.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Andre. Good game for you and the team tonight. Is this a bigger win considering the team you beat?
I think it's just a good win, period. You know, we can't really think about who our opponent is. So it was a good matchup, good way for us to measure ourselves, and we got another big one Friday.
Always another game on the schedule, Dre. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.